Hey everybody, it's Andrew here from the Revisionist Almanac. All the voting polls for the eligible categories featured on the 1999 episode have officially closed, and it's time to reveal the winners, who will be officially added to the Almanac. I want to first thank my guests, Damon Carter from the Neverending Watchlist and Seth Vargas from the Movie Friends podcast, for featuring on this episode. Damon will be back next season to discuss 1997 and the Titanic Best Picture win, and I'm hoping I can talk Seth into taking another deep dive with me on a future season of the show. Make sure you find and follow both of them on social media by using the handles in the description of this episode. Let's get on to the voting. With us being unable to unanimously agree with any of the actual Oscar winners in the categories we covered, all 6 categories went to online votes, where you got to decide the winners. Best Supporting Actress was a battle between 4 women: Helena Bonham Carter from Fight Club, Angelina Jolie and Brittany Murphy from Girl Interrupted, and Toni Collette from The Sixth Sense. The 2 women from Girl Interrupted split their votes, with each only earning enough on their own for a 3rd and 4th place finish. Brittany Murphy grabbed 13.3%, and Angelina Jolie, the actual Oscar winner, got 16.7%. My pick, Helena Bonham Carter, kept pace for a while, but finished in 2nd place with 28% of the final score, meaning Toni Collette and her emotional role in The Sixth Sense secured 42% of the vote to claim the revised win. She joins Viola Davis from Fences, Dorothy Malone from Written on the Wind, and Louise Beavers from Imitation of Life as revised supporting actress category winners this season. Moving over to Best Supporting Actor, where we had 3 men competing for revised glory. Damon and my pick, Tom Cruise in Magnolia, Seth's pick, Delroy Lindo in The Cider House Rules, and the Academy's pick, which was Michael Caine, also in The Cider House Rules. Much like Supporting Actress, 2 people from the same film competing likely split votes in this category. Delroy Lindo, who Seth was hoping might ride some momentum due to the vote taking place the same week Sinners opened, with Delroy having earned a claim for it already, could only finish in 3rd place here, ending at 11%. And though Michael Caine is an industry legend and won in 1999, his role in The Cider House Rules only managed to convince 11.8% of you to back him as the best of that year. And not a surprise, in a landslide victory, Tom Cruise in his bombastic turn in Magnolia finished the vote with 77.2% and comfortably earns his 2nd revised Oscar, the other being for Jerry Maguire on the 1996 episode back in season 1. Cruise enters the halls of the Almanac in the supporting actor wing, along with Mahershala Ali from Moonlight, James Dean from Giant, and William Powell from Manhattan Melodrama this season. Up next was the Best Actress race, which was contested between 3 women: Annette Bening in American Beauty, Hilary Swank, who won the Oscar for Boys Don't Cry, and the late Emily Dequesnay for her incredible performance in Rosetta. Probably due to her film being the least watched of the 3 in play, Dequesnay could only capture 10.5% of the vote, which meant she finished with the bronze medal. Bening and Swank, though, went toe-to-toe up until the very last second, with literally 1 vote deciding this category. This is now the 2nd time a category vote has been separated by a single vote, the other being all the way back on the 1st episode of the show, where Jesse Eisenberg from The Social Network took down Colin Firth and The King's Speech in lead actor. Annette Bening fought valiantly until the very end, but was 1 point off the lead, her final vote amounting to 44.4%. And with 45.1% and a gold medal finish, Hilary Swank's actual win was confirmed as the best of 1999 in lead actress by you, the voters. With the revised win, Hilary Swank is the 4th revised Best Actress this season, alongside Amy Adams for Arrival, Ingrid Bergman for Anastasia, and Claudette Colbert for It Happened One Night. This also means that it's 3 straight lead actresses who won in their Oscars year who held up and made it into the Almanac. Transitioning over to Best Actor, where we had 3 men wrestling for the prize. The actual Oscar winner, Kevin Spacey for American Beauty, Tom Cruise for Eyes Wide Shut, and Edward Norton for Fight Club. Now, whether it was the quality of competition, where the voters stood on the man's personal life, or what any of us said about him on the episode, Kevin Spacey ended in a distant third place, only getting 15.8% of the final. And Tom Cruise was working hard to try and be the first person to win 2 categories in the same year for 2 different roles, but in the end, his 34.5% voting total was only strong enough for second place. Which means first place was awarded to Edward Norton for his memorable role in Fight Club, even if we aren't supposed to be talking about it right now. He brought in 49.6% of the vote and also gets his second revised Oscar, the other being for his star turn in 1996's Primal Fear, also a season 1 episode. And with his win, Ed Norton joins Casey Affleck from Manchester by the Sea, James Dean from Giant, and Clark Gable from It Happened One Night in the lead actor category for season 2. We're up to the Best Director category now, where we had 3 superb directing choices to cast your vote towards. You could have gone with Sam Mendes, who won in 1999 for American Beauty, David Fincher for his work on Fight Club, or the Wachowskis for their skill in crafting The Matrix. Sam Mendes, a director with plenty of great work in his career, clearly was out of his depth in this category though, because his work on American Beauty was only picked as the best of 99 by 11.2% of the online community. And the battle lines were clearly drawn when it came to Fincher against the Wachowskis, with David Fincher actually winning the vote on the Instagram story, albeit very narrowly, but when it came to Twitter, the Wachowskis dominated, and that tipped the scale in their favor. Fincher's final total was 36.5%, and the Wachowskis ended up with 52.3% to take the victory. With the win, Lily and Lana Wachowski as a duo are the 4th revised directors of the season, and they stand shoulder to shoulder with Denis Villeneuve for 2016's Arrival, John Ford for 1956's The Searchers, and Frank Capra for 1934's It Happened One Night. And now it's time to get to the big one, Best Picture. There were 3 gigantic films you could have gone with in the voting process. The Oscar winner, American Beauty, Damon's pick, which was Fight Club, or the film both Seth and I felt was the top film of 1999, The Matrix. For the 4th category in a row, American Beauty, which had a moment in time in 1999, proved it has not held up over the last 25 plus years because it finished in last place in this vote with 16.4% and ended the episode with 0 revised wins. And when it came down to the head-to-head tug-of-war between Fight Club and The Matrix, the vote almost exactly mirrored Best Director. Fight Club did very well on Instagram, but Twitter left no doubt about which film would be crowned the champion. Fincher's violent satire did respectably well to get 37.9%, but The Matrix was the one and ended with 45.7% of the final tally. And with the win, The Matrix wins the coveted revised Best Picture award and is the 4th winner of the category this season, next to 2016's La La Land, 1956's The Searchers, and 1934's It Happened One Night. I want to again thank each and every one of you that took part in the voting process, whichever social media platform you used. Just a reminder, you can find and follow the show on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, TikTok, and Blue Sky using the handle Almanac, where the voting will take place each and every month. The more places you follow the show, the more opportunities you have to vote for the actors, the directors, and the films that you are passionate about. And as always, feel free to send me your feedback with a DM on any of the aforementioned platforms or by emailing directly into the show at revisionistalmanac@yahoo.com. This will conclude the 1999 episode cycle, but on the way next is the 17th episode covering the 2006 year in film, where I was joined by 2 delightful guests, Daniel Edwards from DanLovesFilm making his Almanac debut, and award-winning author V.P. Morris, who is back for her 3rd appearance on the show. Did the 3 of us agree with actual Oscars winners, such as The Departed, Martin Scorsese, Forrest Whitaker, and Helen Mirren, or did we bring other nominees to the table? You're just going to have to tune into that episode and find out for yourself. And it's also worth mentioning that in this age of podcasting being reliant on technology, hiccups are bound to get in the way. And we had some issues during the 2006 recording that unfortunately left the audio version unable to be recovered. I was, however, able to scrap together the video version though, so this 2006 episode in May will be a one-time only exclusive to the YouTube channel. I want to apologize for this inconvenience, and I appreciate you being patient and understanding for 1 month. Thank you as always for being here. I'm Andrew, and I can't wait to see you next time.